What it do, droners? B here, and this week we have a really good episode of Droner News. We have eagles taking out drones, we have Facebook drones crashing, and we have a lot more, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Coming to number one, we actually have DJI teaming up with a company named Epson to be able to create AR goggles that you can actually fly your drone with. For me, I'm really excited about this because these goggles have picture-in-picture view where you can be flying your drone, also see the drone and see the image of what the drone is capturing at the same damn time. Not only will you be able to watch your drone and watch the image from your drones, you'll also be able to see the areas that are not allowed to be flied in. So restricted zones will show up. Airport zones will show up all in these goggles just from putting them on and hooking them up to your drone. Next level stuff, I'm super excited for it, and the price isn't super unreasonable for what they're asking. This is gonna replace your tablet or anything else that you're using to be able to do it, and it's only $800 to be able to see your drone and the image at the same time. I think it's a good deal, and it's coming out at the end of the year. Stay tuned. Coming at number two, we have a drone rescue app. Yes, drones have already been used to be able to help people do search and rescue, but this app makes it more efficient. It's actually a DJI partnered app that is partnering with a company called DroneSar. And what they're doing is creating an app that allows you to do geo-fencing in a certain area that you believe the search and rescue area needs to be, and then it allows the drone to autonomously fly and collect that data images that sends it back to a control hub, so you can just look over everything within a specific area and not miss anything because you already know the area the drone's looking for. This is really useful in coordinating a lot of drones in a big effort to be able to find someone or something that needs to happen for a rescue, and I think it's really cool. So you're not going to find this in the typical app store, but if you are really looking to do this as if you are a fireman or a search and rescue team, you can look up www.dronesarpilot.com and contact them about getting the app. Number three, we have UN drones helping refugees. The refugee agency of the UN, called UNHCR, is using drones all over northern Africa, including Nigeria and Uganda, to be able to help out refugee camps and map out their effects on what's going on for these refugees. These refugees are in areas that are, and they're having to use all the resources they can to be able to stay alive. And it's, it's a rough time, but these agencies still need to know what the effect is of these refugee camps and what's happening to these refugee camps to be able to more effectively give them resources. There is a Nigerian self-taught droner named Azi Kaunche, who flies a T-800, which is a fixed-wing drone, and he's been using that to be able to help map out what's going on with the refugee camps in his area, and it's been a really big help. And the UNHCR sees this as the beginning of a relationship with drones that might be able to help them in the future, and they're hoping to expand the drones stuff with deliveries, more surveillance things, and just good things like that. So good drones, good people, good stuff. So coming in at number four, you may or may not have heard the other episode that we talked about. There's a Facebook drone that's like a fixed-wing drone that has like solar panels all over the top of it and is really fancy and whatnot, and Facebook was all excited about it. They even put out a press release about how successful the first flight of this drone was, but there was something missing from that press release about the success of that first flight. Apparently, the drone actually crashed as the landing happened of the first flight, and Facebook didn't want to report that. And the U.S. safety agency, NTSB, is doing a huge report on it to figure out what it is because nobody knows why it crashed, which is a big deal. If you have these big old drones that are supposed to stay up in the air for a really long time and safely bring themselves back and, they're crashing and nobody knows why, that's a real issue, especially since they cost so much. This throws a wrench, obviously, into Mark Zuckerberg's plans because this man is really excited about this program, but it ain't over. It's not dead. India is being a little bit difficult about incorporating this into their plans because that's where Mark Zuckerberg really wanted to do it. But Indonesia seems really interested in, and Mark Zuckerberg recently had a meeting with the vice president of Indonesia who expressed a lot of interest. So there still is hope. I hope they figure out why it's crashing and get it all to work because that's just not all that good yet. So once again, talking about a throwback to another Droner News episode, there is an airport in the Netherlands that is training eagles to take down drones. We talked about that, right? And now it looks like eagles kind of naturally do this anyway, because there is a mining company in Australia that is using a fleet of 10 drones to be able to map out areas where they can do mining. And there is a group of eagles that are destroying them. And when I say destroying them, they had 10 drones that cost them $100,000. Guess how many are left right now? Guess how many? One. The Eagles took out 9 of the 10 drones, and they even tried to dress up some of the drones to look like eagles, and the Eagles still destroyed them. I mean, you can even see it in the video, like the eagle didn't even hesitate. Like, it just comes straight at it and just like, peace. Like, just done. It's over. Like Scarface. Either way, I'm a fan of these. I'm not a fan of drones being destroyed, but I'm a fan of these eagles just being badass in general. Droners, thank you for checking out this episode of Droner News. Really appreciate you being here. And if you'd like to be here for some more episodes of Droner News, you can click here because they're fun. Or if you want to see some hands-on or list videos or things like that about drones, you can click right here because those episodes are really fun as well. As always, make sure you support what we're doing by subscribing because that is what we like and helps us do this. And as always, make sure that you stay fly.